The engines on the island of Sodor are happiest when the sun is shining. During the summer, the sun can shine a bit too much, making it difficult for grass to grow and plants to dry. But this summer, it was hotter and drier than ever. Sir Topham Hatt had placed a strict limit of the amount of water for the engines to take on water towers. This made the work very difficult, and while the engines knew it was for the best, some lost patience. But none more so than Thomas the tank engine. One day, Thomas was shunting some freight cars in the yard. It was a warm day, and he was feeling hot and bothered. The troublesome trucks were being especially troublesome. Look! Thomas's cheeks are as red as Birdie the bus. He's about to burn up. Oh, shut up! But the troublesome trucks were right. Thomas was about to burn up. When he was finished, he hurried to the water tower for a nice long drink. But his driver can only give him so much. I'm still thirsty. I'm sorry, old boy, but that's all for now. You know for a while that Sir Topham Hatt only wants the water tower to be in a certain limit. This made Thomas very cross. He grumbled dreadfully for the rest of the day. He was still fuming in the sheds that night. How can I work in such heat without more water? Percy and Toby were tired of Thomas' complaining and ignored him. Thomas simply sulked and went unhappily to sleep. The next day, Thomas went back to the yards to do some shunting. He looked overly to the water tower and knew he wouldn't be able to have much. Then, suddenly, Thomas had an idea. Diesel was shunting in the yards too. If he bumped the trucks hard enough, making them roll down to the siding next to the tip of sheds, it would make a perfect distraction. Thomas told Diesel about his plan. When I get to the water tower, I'll give you a whistle. I want you to bump the trucks hard enough so that they can roll down to the siding next to the tip of sheds. This will catch my driver off guard, and while he's not looking, I'll be able to have more water. Diesel, who was always eager to cause trouble, agreed. Thomas asked his driver for a drink. Very well, Thomas, but only a little. Remember what Sir Topham had said. Thomas winked at Diesel when he arrived at the water tower. As the water began flowing into Thomas's water tanks, he gave a sharp toot of his whistle. Diesel bumped the trucks hard, and then they crashed into the siding, making an awful racket. The noise made Thomas's driver jump, and his fireman accidentally let the brake off. And then Thomas began rolling like the trucks did. Thomas's driver looked in horror as Thomas rolled backwards to the siding. Oh no! The points were against Thomas. He hit them with a clunk, and then he derailed. That's done it. There's no way we can get you back on the tracks right now. You'll have to stay here for a while. Thomas felt silly. And then he and his driver heard something that made their hearts sink. Emily was coming with milk tankers. She gasped when she saw Thomas. Ah, get out of the way! She applied her brakes, but it was too late. Luckily, no one was hurt, but Thomas's side was badly damaged. Soon Thomas was taken to the works. There waiting for him was Sir Topham Hatt. I tolerate a lot, Thomas, but I will not tolerate greed. You must all make sacrifices, even though it means that we go without something that we need. Yes, sir. It will be a long time before you can come home. If I were you, I would take this time to think long and hard enough about others who need water. If it had not been for the quick actions from Emily and the signalman, you would have been a goner. This was a simmering thought for Thomas. When Sir Topham Hatt left, he decided to think what his priorities would truly were.